What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 3 of the You Ain't Grizz Baby podcast. My name is John, and I'm going to go jerk my cock.
What's up, guys? My name is Bendro.
And my name is Dunkus.
And I'm Goldglow. What's up, guys?
And I'm Hutch. And John is literally jerking his cock right now. But Germany was a trip. Like, the event itself was like really, really cool. We got to play some games. We got to see some cool demos and talk to some of the developers there. But Germany itself was like, Cologne is beautiful. Like, they have like cobblestone roads, and like the first night that I was there,
you're pulling.
I have visual confirmation that my left ball hangs lower than my right ball.
So I think this might be the first podcast in history where 2 people pull down their pants.
I want to hear, like, what's the consensus on you guys? Where
I'm
your
checking
balls?
right now. I gotta check.
Take a gander.
I know my right ball hangs lower.
This is
around me. What's wrong with you?
probably the gayest podcast that you could possibly.
I've had is far lower than my left.
As is mine.
Is there a
Mine's
reason?
also kind of sticky because paper towels on.
Did your wife give a reason?
So Hutch, you're in the minority, I guess.
Mine's left. Mine's on the left too.
Oh,
All right, me and Brandon, solidarity here.
Yep.
And then, like, every time you scrolled down, like, 15 or so lines, it would automatically hit back, so it would go back a page. So I installed this on his work computer, knowing that all he does is browse the web all day. And he was like, from 7 a.m. until lunch, he was convinced he had a virus. He was talking to the IT guy, and like convinced that his computer has been hacked. And
oh god, that is amazing.
I went to WCG a couple of years ago, which was pretty cool.
Which one is
World Cyber
right.
Games.
Yeah.
So I mean, they had like a giant. It's more kind of oriented towards competitive gaming, and they have like a giant stand with. I think they had Counter-Strike going on these giant big screens. There's like 3 giant big screens. They had a professional announcer. It was pretty badass.
You went to MLG,
Nice.
though, too.
Yeah, I went to MLG in Las Vegas in 2007, I think. So that was pretty good.
I just got to meet a bunch of MLG guys today. I met SK, Walshy, Nated, Defy, god damn it, Dursky, Cypher, and then 2 other ones. I don't know if you guys know these names. Goldglove, if you follow. Yeah.
Have you guys been watching that Red Bull live event that Walshy's been doing?
That's where we went today. Actually.
That stuff is awesome. Like, if people don't like Halo, they need to watch that, because the call-outs, the teamwork, I mean, it's a lot of fun to watch. I mean, competitive gaming is a lot. I think it's more fun to watch than just, regular pub matches and stuff like that. But
like, is it really fair to classify a game like Modern Warfare 2 as total shit when all of us probably have over 20 days played in it? Like, how the hell is that even possible? Like, I'm not saying that the game doesn't have problems. I don't even personally play it anymore whatsoever. But at the same time, it's like, I want to call it a shit game, but it's not. How can you call it that when you've spent so much time playing it?
I think, honestly, we've just all put it on such a high of a pedestal that we all want it to be so perfect that, I mean, every game's going to have its issues, obviously, but I don't know. I think the whole community as a whole just kind of expected that game to be too perfect. And if you look at it, it's a fucking awesome game. Like, honestly, it's a really good game, but I don't know, I guess it's just kind of overplayed now.
here's a question: do you guys think that people are going to go back to Modern Warfare 2 once Black Ops comes out?
Do you think anybody wants to listen to you talk like Wally?
Wally.
I wanted to ask you guys how you guys feel about Xbox Live Arcade titles.
I love them.
I think they're getting so much better.
Yeah.
Castle
originally,
Crashers, Geometry Wars, the best money I've ever spent. Those 2 games.
Castle Crush is epic. How about, did you guys ever play Trials HD? I played the hell out of that game, just trying to beat those high scores.
Yeah. I don't know. Geometry Wars was all I could invest when it came to like trying to beat top scores. I knew if I downloaded that game, I would obsess on it, and so I sort of avoided it.
I think it's the perfect, like, in-between, if you're in between big titles. I think it's the perfect, like, to kind of take a break, I guess, from the full games and stuff like that, and just, kind of get away, in a way.
Yeah.
To be honest, when I first got my Xbox, I kind of wrote off the Xbox Live Arcade as being like childish and games that maybe like take 10, 15 minutes and you'd be done with them. But ever since last Summer of Arcade, where they had that Castle Crashers and they had Braid, they had all those games.
Bionic Commando,
Bionic Commando.
Geometry Wars 2, yeah.
It basically took a 180, and they're like, "Whoa, we can actually take this seriously and make real good games." And now a lot of the games I play are arcade games. I never thought it would be like that on the Xbox.
Well, we were just talking earlier about like jerking off since I had to wax my wang live on podcast. And Hutch was talking about how he jerks off all the time, and his cat sits on the bed and he pets his cat with one hand while he's jerking off with the other.
I didn't say I pet
Mr.
my cat.
Evil.
I said Okay, you know what? This isn't even like a bestiality thing. It's not like a cat fetish. But, I mean, I live in a studio apartment, and my cat is, like, super affectionate. And so, like, he's always on my bed, like, trying to, like, snuggle up with me. So when I'm handling my business and he's, like, 3 feet away from me, I could stop and throw him off the bed and continue about my business, or I could just, let him sit there. Like at one point, Sark says that we were doing fake little promos for Red Bull, like Red Bull. If you drink anything else, fuck you. And I said one. It was Red Bull because Rockstar is for fags. And like, at one
Just
point,
reminded me of Ricky Bobby so much. My name's Ricky Bobby, and if you don't chew Big Red, fuck you.
And then Sark, his was so bad. He goes, Red Bull, it tastes like God's jizz.